Hello and welcome to Kuma English Listening Hub. Today's topic is something you see almost every day, but you may not think about it very much. QR codes. They are those square black and white patterns that you scan with your phone. You can find them on restaurant tables, posters, packages, tickets, and even business cards. In this episode, we will learn where QR codes came from, why they became so popular, and how to use them safely. First, let's start with a simple question. What is a QR code? QR means quick response. A QR code is a type of barcode. A normal barcode is usually a group of lines. But a QR code is a square with many small blocks. Because it is a 2D code, it can store more information than a normal barcode. A QR code can open a website, show text, share a phone number, connect you to Wi-Fi, or help you pay for something. QR codes were invented in Japan in the 1990s. At that time, a company needed a faster way to track car parts in factories. Workers had to scan many items, and normal barcodes were not enough. They could not hold much data, and they were slower to read. So engineers created the QR code. It could be scanned quickly, even if it was a little dirty or damaged. That was the beginning, but it was only used in factories and business for many years. So how did QR codes move into daily life? For a long time, many people did not use them because scanning was not easy. You needed a special app, and not all phones had good cameras. But smartphones changed everything. Cameras became better, and many phone cameras started to scan QR codes directly. Once scanning became simple, QR codes could spread to many new places. Now, let's talk about one place where QR codes became extremely common: restaurants. Maybe you have seen a QR code on a table. You scan it, and the menu opens on your phone. For restaurants, this can be helpful. They do not need to print new menus every time prices change. They can update the menu quickly. They can also show photos, allergies, and different languages. For customers, it can be convenient, but not everyone likes it. Some people miss paper menus. Others may not have a smartphone, or their battery may be low. Also, reading a menu on a small screen can be uncomfortable. So, some restaurants now offer both: a QR menu and a paper menu. Another big use of QR codes is mobile payments. In some countries, people often pay by scanning a QR code. There are two common ways. First, the shop shows a QR code. You scan it, type the amount, and pay. Second, you show your own QR code on your phone, and the shop scans it. This system can be fast and cheap because small shops do not always need expensive card machines. It can also be useful for street markets, taxis, and small cafes. However, it depends on having a phone, internet, and a payment app. QR codes are also used for tickets. When you buy a train ticket or a concert ticket online, you often receive a QR code. At the gate, a machine scans it, and you can enter. This saves time and reduces paper use, but it also means you must keep your phone safe and charged. If your phone breaks on the way, it can be stressful. Some services allow you to print the QR code as a backup, which is a good idea. Now, let's look at QR codes in everyday products. Have you ever bought food and seen a QR code on the package? Sometimes it opens a page with cooking ideas. Sometimes it shows where the product was made. For example, a company may want to prove that its coffee is from a specific farm. You scan the QR code and see information about the producer. This can help customers trust the product. But we should also remember that the information is created by the company, so it may be selected to look good. It is still useful, but it is not always a full story. QR codes are also common in museums and tourist areas. You might see a QR code next to a painting or a historical building. You scan it and hear an audio guide or read extra information. This is great for travelers. It can offer many languages and updated details. It can also reduce the need for big signs everywhere. And for small museums, it can be a cheap way to give visitors more learning materials. In schools and learning, teachers sometimes use QR codes too. A teacher can put a QR code on a worksheet. Students scan it to watch a short video, answer a quiz, or check the correct answers. This can make lessons more interactive. It can also help students study at home. But again, not every student has the same phone or internet access, so teachers need to think about fairness. So far, QR codes sound very useful. And they are. But there is another side: safety. Because QR codes often open links, they can be used for scams. A scam is when someone tricks you to steal money or personal information. For example, a scammer can place a fake QR code sticker over a real one. You scan it, and it opens a website that looks normal, but it is not. It may ask you to enter your card number, your password, or your email, or it may download something dangerous. So, how can you use QR codes safely? Here are some simple habits. First, look at the QR code area. Does it look like a sticker placed on top of another code? Is it damaged or unusual? Second, after you scan, check the link preview. Many phones show the web address before you open it. If the address looks strange or has spelling mistakes, do not open it. Third, be careful if a QR code asks you to log in or pay right away. Ask yourself, do I trust this place? If you are in a cafe you know well, it is probably fine. But if you find a QR code on a random street poster, be more careful. Fourth, keep your phone updated. Updates can fix security problems. These steps do not take much time, but they can protect you. Now, let's talk about why QR codes became even more popular in recent years. One reason is that people wanted contactless options. Contactless means you do not need to touch shared objects. When people were worried about hygiene, QR menus, digital tickets, and QR payments became more attractive. Businesses also wanted simple solutions that were cheap and fast to set up. Printing a QR code is easy. You can put it on paper, plastic, or a screen. That flexibility helped QR codes spread quickly. But will QR codes stay forever? Maybe yes, maybe not. Technology changes fast. Some new systems may replace them. For example, some people use NFC payments. That is when you tap your phone on a payment terminal. It can be even faster than scanning. Also, some apps can do more than a QR code, like digital passes inside a wallet app. Still, QR codes are simple and work on many devices, so they may stay for a long time. They do not need special hardware, and anyone can create them. Let's imagine the future. In the future, QR codes might be used more for identity and services. For example, you might scan a code to check in at a clinic, or you might scan a code on a machine to report a problem. You might see QR codes on recycling bins to learn how to sort your trash correctly. Some cities already use QR codes for public information, like bus schedules and local events. The more people get comfortable with scanning, the more creative uses we will see. Before we finish, let's do a quick review. We learned that QR codes started in factories in Japan. Then, smartphones made scanning easy, and QR codes entered daily life. Now they are used for menus, payments, tickets, product information, tourism, and education. They can save time and reduce paper, but we should use them carefully to avoid scams. Now, here is a small challenge for you. After this video, look for 3 QR codes in your daily life. Where are they? What do they do? Do they make life easier, or do they feel annoying? If you can, tell your answer in the comments using simple English. Thanks for listening to Kuma English Listening Hub. If you want more B1 listening practice with real-life topics, please like, subscribe, and listen again. See you in the next episode.